Hello everyone, Switched over here. I decided to do another channel update, and it has been a little bit while since I made one previously. And this is only going to be mentioned about some of the projects that I had in mind and some I had done lately. And I also got to mention that I also have mentioned previously before that for the past 2 weeks or so, I have received at least several copyright messages on my email about some stories that I had made some perhaps within 5 years ago. There were some stories that I had made without when I used music from movies or perhaps even other sources, and they were immediately blocked. But I had not to worry about that. I downloaded a copy and deleted the original one from the site. But I have remade all of them, and they will be uploaded at a particular time. And even though that most of the stories are perhaps maybe it's one of the old ones, but even though that I had considered to make some others. But anyways, some of the stories that I had in mind to make is actually a story. This is not a love story or true friend story. If you had noticed on some of the stories I made in the past, this is in fact named Treasure Hunt Haywire. In fact, I came up with this idea for a treasure hunt, which I have mentioned once before. But here is the thing, I'm not the one who made the script for the story. In fact, my girlfriend made it. And I asked her if she wanted to make this script for this particular story. And she did. And I will also to somehow change some details and even add some dialogues between different characters. It would make sense if you know exactly who is talking. And also, I had to mention the 6,400 Q&A video. Well, it might be a little bit not as I expected to be. The reason is why is that I have 6,500 subscribers by now. So the Q&A video will still remain as is before. The questions will still as be the same. I know that doesn't mean that you have to ask me new questions, because even if I have just reached a more 100 subscribers more, doesn't even stop me from me changing the only that's going to be changed is just the title from 6,400 to 6,500. So you don't have to worry about that particular problem. I mean, there's a lot of things that has changed though. I mean, I didn't expect to get 6,500 so soon. One of the things that I had made over my channel, um, there is at least a few stories that I had made. Um, for example, one story named King Vlad with Luna. And this is quite new, and Vlad, he's a fan-made OC. But I don't want to go tell exactly about details about that story. It will be uploaded on my channel exactly when I don't remember that, but it will. And I do have a lot of stories that I have planned to make. Believe me, it is a lot of stories. There's so many. I mean, many as many. I just wanted to mention that. I mean, there is so much that I can't want to talk about. But even though, I just wanted to mention some of the details that just happened. And since the since Halloween is just around the corner, just a month away, oh, a lot of things have changed. This year has passed so fast. Time is flying so fast by. I mean, seriously. It was like yesterday was just spring, and next, now, fall. But there is one thing I don't expect to happen. If I had to be truly honest, though, I won't expect this winter to have any snow here in Sweden. At least the part where I live. We usually don't have much snow. No. But anyways, I just wanted to inform some of the stories I have been worked on for the past few days. Some of them are quite new, some of them I have just recently found. The only I can mention is one story is going to be based on Starlight Glimmer. Actually, two stories that I have found. And but mostly that the stories I have found, and even with one story with Shining Armor, and an even story about Applejack's parents, Peanut Butter and Bright Mac. I had mentioned about that particular story once before. I just never had came across my mind to make it, even though the saying so much things that has happened here. Work started and I get sick sometimes. It happened so, and a lot of things happened between. Some stories might have been forgotten. Some other stories has been put on hold for quite some time. Others maybe never be happened. But I do promise I will try to make your story as soon as possible. Consider how many people have asked me stories or requests for over the past 5 to almost 6 years. Well, almost 5. It is a lot of stories. I just wanted to mention it. But yeah, that's all I want to say for now though. And I do hope everyone is staying safe during this crisis and even enjoying the rest of the day. Well, that's all I want to say. So thank you all. And subscribe, leave a comment, and as always, this is Switch Down over and out.